Thank you all for joining us in this webinar, and I hope you are all having a nice time. Have you ever felt like your help desk is constantly busy, yet outcomes don't seem to improve? If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. One of the biggest misconceptions in support operations is that a busy help desk equals an effective help desk. Many teams deal with rising ticket volume and constant multitasking, but SLAs still slip, customer satisfaction drop, and leaders wonder, why are we always busy but nothing actually improves? The difference between a busy help desk and an effective one isn't effort. It is structure, visibility, and control. I am Dixon Akello, product expert at BoldDesk. And today, we'll uncover the silent inefficiencies hiding behind the scenes and show you how BoldDesk helps teams stop staying busy and start being productive. Please use the chat to ask any question. I'll be responding in real time. Before we begin, here's what we are going to cover today. Why busyness does not equal to effectiveness. We'll uncover the real operational failures support teams overlook every day. Why teams appear busy but still miss SLAs, lose track of issues, and struggle to deliver consistent service. Next is how BoldDesk fixes the hidden inefficiencies. Here we'll have a live demo to show you how BoldDesk eliminates silent bottlenecks and helps team operate with clarity, speed, and structure. And finally, we'll close with a live Q&A session where I'll be available in the chat to respond to your questions and help map BoldDesk features to your real workflow challenges. Let's begin. Why do help desks look busy but perform well? Here is the 5 core reasons help desks appear active but still underperform. First is the repetitive manual work that consumes agent time. Agents spend too much time on admin tasks, whether it is categorizing tickets, assigning work, and updating statuses. This is especially critical for support managers handling high volumes, where every manual step compounds stress, delays, and agent burnout. Repetitive manual work slows down real resolution and creates artificial workload the system should be handling. Next is poor routing that creates fake activity. When tickets land in the wrong category or wrong team, they bounce around with multiple reassignments. Agents look busy, but customers wait longer because the ticket never reaches the right person at the first time. Thirdly is missing information that causes delays. Tickets arrive with incomplete details, forcing agents to pause work until customers respond. Resolution stalls, SLAs slip, and queues grow, not because of complexity, but because the ticket wasn't complete upfront. From a customer experience perspective, these internal delays surface as slow responses and repeated follow-ups. Next is duplicate tickets that inflate workload. When customers doesn't get updates, they try again and again, using email, phone, chat, and social media platforms. Suddenly, the queue looks flooded, but agents are fighting the same issue across multiple duplicate tickets. And lastly, where there is no insight, there is no improvement. For operations leaders, this is less about individual effort and more about whether the system itself enables predictable throughput. Without visibility into aging tickets, SLAs, team performance, or trends, managers can't see what's breaking. Teams stay busy firefighting daily issues because no one has the data to fix the root causes. Up to that point, I'm curious to see how this looks into your world. Let's kick off with a very quick poll. What slows your team down the most? Is it missing ticket details, manual sorting and tagging, duplicate tickets, or wrong team assignments? Take a moment to think about your day-to-day support work and choose the option that slows your team down the most. I'll give everyone a few seconds to cast their vote. If you are unsure, just go with the one that causes the most pain today. I can see some responses coming already. We have few more seconds. Thank you all for the responses. Now that we have identified the problems, let's look at how BoldDesk solves them. BoldDesk is designed to remove friction from everyday support work, not add another layer of complexity. Take a few seconds to think about this. What happens when your help desk removes manual work? Automatically routes every ticket, fills data gaps before work begins, stop duplicate noise, and exposes the real bottlenecks, slowing your team down. When inefficiencies disappear, your support team stop being busy and start being effective. Let's explore exactly how BoldDesk makes this possible. First, we have automation workflows. For team focused on process improvement, this is where small inefficiencies compound and where structured workflows remove them at the source. Let's see this scenario. Imagine you are hit with a login outage. Within 15 minutes, 180 tickets arrive at once. Without automation, agents are forced to manually categorize each ticket, assign the right agent, tag the issue, escalate urgent ones, and send acknowledgements. None of this gets the customer closer to resolution. It simply drains agent time. BoldDesk removes all that manual load instantly, as soon as tickets arrive. This eliminates low-value work and allows agents to focus completely on resolving issues. Your team gains back 30 to 40% of their productivity, fast response go out within seconds, and customers feel supported immediately. Let's see the workflows in action. Let's start with a ticket auto assignment. This workflow routes tickets to the right agent automatically. Manual assignment is slow, inconsistent, and error prone, especially during a surge. Let's look at this scenario again. A school begins enrollment week. Within 1 hour, 220 parent inquiries hit the help desk. Admission questions, technical logging issues, payment concerns, and VIP inquiries. Without automation, teams scramble to sort and forward tickets correctly. Auto-assignment rules ensure that enrollment questions automatically route to the admission team. Technical issues go to the IT support. Payment concerns move to the finance team. And the VIP parents go directly to senior agents. Workloads stay balanced, misrouting disappears, and tickets move forward instantly. This eliminates backlogs, improves accuracy during peak hours, and ensures tickets are handled by the right team from the very beginning. This is how teams maintain accuracy and control even during peak demand. Let me show you how to configure one in BoldDesk. I log in into BoldDesk as an admin, and first I have to set up my support team. I search for teams or groups, click Create Group, and enter the group name. Once the group is created, I add the right agents inside this team. Then I move into Ticket Automation and select Auto Assignment. I click Add Rule to create a new auto assignment rule. For my case, I need a rule that assigns security queries to security and compliance team. I provide the rule name and description. Now, I move on and define the conditions. Multiple conditions can be defined based on any ticket field, whether it is default or custom, to make routing extremely flexible. For example, I can set rule based on subject and description content. I select subject, contains, and I enter the keywords to be considered. I can also add description, contents, and put in the keywords. I choose whether to route using load-based assignment or event distribution. Next, I select which team should receive the tickets. Finally, I click Add, and the rule goes live. Now, whenever a ticket matches these conditions, BoldDesk assigns it instantly without agent touching it. That's how you can set up ticket auto assignment. Next, let's see how create ticket triggers automate ticket structure. During surges, teams cannot manually categorize, prioritize, tag, and respond to every new ticket. So BoldDesk lets you apply structure automatically the moment a ticket is created. Example, this is a printer paper jam support request. It has priority set to critical, category and type field updated, and tags added using critical trigger rule. Instead of scaling headcount to handle volume, teams scale through automation. Let me show you how this automation rule was set. I go back to the automation section and open critical trigger. I select the rule and open it to see the details. On the conditions tab, what should trigger this rule is clearly defined. Condition says that the ticket must be created via email and have the subject content as printer. Then the actions define exactly what needs to happen. Set the ticket category, priority, assign a tag, and even send a predefined reply. Based on this configuration, the ticket was updated using create ticket trigger rule. Let's see how time triggers automate follow-ups and keep tickets moving. Time trigger workflow helps your help desk stay proactive, especially when tickets become inactive or customers go silent. Imagine a scenario where a ticket is moved to a follow-up schedule status, and you need to automatically follow up with the customer 6 days later to check progress, gather feedback, or decide the next steps. In a traditional help desk, someone has to remember the date and manually send the follow-up email at the end of 6 days. If you miss it, the customer assumes you forgot. In BoldDesk, you simply set a rule once, and in 6 days, BoldDesk sends a personalized follow-up message without agents needing to touch the ticket. Let's see example of a rule here. Condition says our since follow-up schedule is greater than or equal to 144 hours, which is equivalent to 6 days, and actions are set to add a note and set status to waiting for customer reply. This time trigger automatically adds a note at the end of 144 hours in support ticket and changes the status as defined. This improves customer experience, prevents forgotten ticket, and keeps system clean and organized, all while reducing manual follow-ups for your agents. Next is the SLA management. SLA bring discipline into the workflow, preventing work from getting stuck, ensure every ticket has a clear timeline, and that teams stay ahead of deadlines. BoldDesk sends reminders before deadlines, escalate when delays happen, so nothing gets stuck silently. A service outage support issue must be resolved within 2 hours. The SLA ensures the team respond quickly, reminders go out automatically, and leaders are notified immediately if the ticket is at the risk of breaching. SLA eliminates silent delays, creates accountability throughout the workflow, and ensures predictable performance even during high volume periods. Inside the automation section, I open SLAs and click Add SLA. I enter the SLA name and description, which is optional. Then I define the conditions. For example, if the ticket type is service outage. Next, I configure response and resolution targets for all priority levels: critical, high, normal, and low. To keep teams on schedule, I enable reminders, choose when they should be sent, and choose who receives them. I then move to escalation settings, set up how long BoldDesk should wait before escalating and who should be alerted when a breach happens. Once everything is configured, I click Save and the SLA becomes active immediately. Let's pause for a moment and hear from you through a quick poll. Which workflow would you most like to automate in your support process? Is it SLA management, ticket assignments, status update, category and priority update, or instant reply? Take a moment to navigate to the poll section and place your vote. I'll pause for a bit to give everyone time. Let me see your responses, please. Already, I can see some responses coming. That's great. A few more seconds. Thank you very much. we are going to proceed. With automation in place, the next step is capturing the right data through forms. Forms are designed to capture complete ticket details every single time. When forms are too basic, agents don't get the information they need upfront. That's when the chasing begins, follow-up messages, delays, and frustrated customers. BoldDesk custom forms eliminate that problem by guiding users to provide the right details before a ticket is ever submitted. Here's a simple scenario. A customer wants to report an incident, and the form requires the impacted service, impact level, associated error codes, and whether the incident is major or not. As a result, tickets arrive with complete context, allowing agents to start resolving immediately instead of chasing information. Good forms don't slow users down, they save agent time. With BoldDesk, you can display conditional questions based on earlier responses, enforce required fields, use dynamic drop-downs as parent and child information, so nothing important is missed. Agents begin working with full information, unnecessary follow-ups are reduced, and resolution happens faster and more accurately the first time. To set up forms, expand the Fields and Forms drop-down menu and select Ticket Form. Here, you can set up multiple ticket forms configured with unique fields to help in collecting details for specific request type. To add a new field to the form, click Add Field, select the field type. We support different field types to ensure each piece of information is captured in the right format with the right level of structure. This prevents invalid inputs and helps tickets arrive ready for automation, routing, and faster resolution. When multi-form feature is enabled, users will be required to select a form to fill for their request. And to make this real and relevant, let's take a very quick poll based on your day-to-day experience. How often do agents need to follow up just to get the basic details? You will see the poll on your screen. Please go ahead and vote when you're ready. I'll give you a few seconds. We still have a few seconds to move. Thank you for the responses that have been received. So, we have removed guesswork at the form level. Let's look at duplicate detection, a feature designed to stop double work instantly. Imagine a frustrated customer who hasn't received a response yet. They follow up constantly by sending more emails, which usually creates multiple tickets for the same issue, cluttering queues and wasting agents' time. BoldDesk automatically detects duplicate tickets and merges them into a single actionable ticket. To set up AutoMerge, navigate to the marketplace and search for AutoMerge app. Then install it. Move ahead and click Manage to manage the AutoMerge settings. Under the Merge actions, I choose what happens next, whether to keep the newest or oldest ticket as the primary, whether to pull CCs across, and whether to include notes so everything stays transparent. Once I save the rule, the system works automatically in the background. The secondary tickets are closed or linked and tagged as merged. The business value is clear. Your queues stay clean, agents avoid repeated work, and each issue has clear ownership with one conversation thread from start to resolution. Eliminating duplicate tickets reduces noise. Task management ensures the remaining work is handled efficiently. Let's look at the task management feature that is designed to break complex issues into manageable pieces. Imagine a single ticket that involves updating permission, resetting SSO, and checking billing status. When everything is handled inside one large ticket, work becomes unclear, ownership gets blurred, and the solution slows down. With BoldDesk, you can split that one request into focused subtasks. The permission update goes to the IT team, the SSO reset is assigned to the identity team, and the billing check is routed to the billing team, while a master ticket tracks the entire request from start to finish. Inside a ticket, open the Activity tab. You'll see a list of added tasks. Click Create Activity and select the type, either a task, meeting, or call. Provide the activity subject and its description. Assign it to the appropriate engineer. Select due date and save it. This step can also be automated to create tasks automatically when a ticket comes in or is updated. This approach makes collaboration across teams seamless. Each team knows exactly what they own, accountability stays clear, and multi-step issues are resolved faster without confusion or bottlenecks. Once the work is clearly assigned and tracked through tasks, the next question is, how do we reduce repeat requests altogether? And this is where the knowledge base comes in. Knowledge base is built to reduce ticket volume before issues even reach your agents. You can create clear step-by-step guides with screenshots that walk customers through common issues. As a result, many issues are resolved before a ticket is submitted. The business impact is powerful. Tickets deflection lowers overall workload. Customers get faster answer through self-service, and agents are free to focus their time on complex, high-value problems. To set up a knowledge base, first, you need to enable a knowledge base portal in your support center. To do this, go to the admin center, open the customer portal settings, and navigate to the knowledge base tab. Turn it on and customize its settings according to your preference. Once this is updated, next step is to create categories and articles. Therefore, I navigate to the knowledge base module in the Agent portal. I click Create and select Category option. I provide the category details like name, description, icon, visibility. Once a category is created, you can create an article and publish it on the category. I click Create and select Article option. I provide the title and the description content. On the settings, I select the category and other details like audience and SEO attributes. Once article is published, users will have access to them through the customer portal anytime. They can read the articles and share feedback based on how helpful they found it. When you receive a positive rating, it is a strong signal that your self-service content is effectively meeting customer needs. When a customer begins creating a ticket, BoldDesk can automatically suggest relevant knowledge-based articles based on the subject content of the ticket. This helps deflect tickets by guiding users to helpful resources before they submit their requests. Let me show you where to enable the article auto-suggestion feature. In the customer portal, under Tickets tab, locate and enable auto-suggest articles option. And that's how you set up knowledge base, a self-service portal for your customers. When customers can help themselves, your support team immediately feels the relief. Nearly 30% of tickets are simple requests, password resets, or basic "how do I" questions that don't need an agent. Finally, let's check how efficient your support operation is through analytics reports, designed to reveal hidden inefficiencies across support operations. Support leaders often have big questions, but limited visibility. Why are SLAs sleeping? Which tickets categories consume the most time? Which agents are overloaded? And which forms trigger repeated follow-ups? BoldDesk Analytics brings all these answers into one clear view. Instead of guessing, managers can see exactly where time is being spent, where delays occur, and what's driving inefficiency across teams, categories, and processes. Here's a real example. Analytics reveal that tickets marked as missing information are the biggest time wasters, causing repeated back and forth follow-ups and slower resolution. By updating the ticket form to capture the right details upfront, resolution time improves by 25% almost immediately. The business value is clear. Decisions are driven by data. Managers gain real visibility into performance, and teams continuously improve instead of reacting to problems after SLAs are missed. We have covered a lot of ground on how teams can move from busy to effective. Before we wrap up, I'd love to get your perspective through one final quick poll. When your help desk is extremely busy, which efficiency booster would make the biggest impact on your support? Automation and SLA management, better forms, knowledge deflection, duplicate control, task management. Feel free to jump to the poll section and share your vote. I'll pause for a bit to give everyone time. Let me see your responses coming. Okay, already some are coming in. Thank you. We still have a few seconds. And that's great. Thanks for sharing your input. If you haven't had a chance yet, the earlier polls are still open. Feel free to go back and vote on those anytime. Before we close, let's briefly recap what we have covered today. We explored how business has real problems and how automation, structured workflows, and analytics help BoldDesk move team from busy to effective. BoldDesk transforms chaotic helpdesk into predictable, optimized, high-performing operations. Whether you manage day-to-day support, oversee operations, focused on customer experience, or drive process improvement, effectiveness comes from a system that removes friction, not teams that work hard. And thank you for joining and staying up to this end. Now I'll open the session for Q&A. Feel free to share your questions in the chat. I'll be here live to help.